What's good, J-Rock TV gang? It's your boy J-Rock, and I'm back with another video. J-Rock TV stand up. As you can see, I'm all fresh out here, looking good. But I'm back, y'all. I'm about to react to 2 videos today. There's gonna be a video part 1, and then I'm gonna make another video part 2. Excuse me. Today, I'll be reacting to John Cena, the video that he won his 17th world title last night at WrestleMania. It's called John Cena, GOAT of all GOATs. Before I get into that, if you're new to my channel, make sure you click like and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. Trying to get my viewers and supporters and my subscribers up to 300 to 400 subscribers and keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep grinding for y'all. I'm just getting back into having my flow back. But before I get into that, last night, WrestleMania Night 2, it was alright, but the ending with John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Undisputed title is I gotta give that match like a 5 or a 6 out of 10, because it's like John Cena really is a bad guy, y'all. Like, he turned heel last month at Elimination Chamber. That made the feud between him and Cody get so personal and words back and forth, you know. But last night, when heard that Travis Scott came, he tried to do something to Cody Rhodes, and the next thing you know, here comes John Cena, like, no, please don't let me with the title. Boom, he kicked him, it like he low blowed him, and then 1, 2, 3, John Cena became 17-time champion. I mean, of all the accomplishments John Cena accomplished in his career in WWE, there's no debate. But the way that match ended, is like, why all of a sudden it was outside interference. Nobody came out. Stone Cold didn't come out. The Rock come out. But Travis Scott out all people. Like, come on, man. You need to stay where you at. Stay where you make music at and make your music at. Don't come back to WWE, man. But John Cena winning his 17th world title last night. Everyone is still in shock about what happened. That's why tonight we're going to tune into Monday Night Raw to see what does Cody Rhodes want to do after he lost to John Cena, or it could be possible opponents for John Cena for his retirement that will end all the way through December of this year. But right now, y'all, we're going to go and react to John Cena, GOAT of all GOATs. Give me 1 second. Hold up, y'all. Give me 1 second.
It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again. Because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who, at the best, knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who, at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly.
The GOAT. The one who carried the company through its most difficult moments, and now officially the greatest champion in WWE history. In today's video, we're going to bring you the reasons why WWE was right to write this, which is one of the greatest moments in WWE history. And the first point is, John Cena's victory, which symbolized evil overcoming good on the biggest stage of all, was not just his victory, but ours as well. Because we did this. We killed the hero. Don't act surprised. Don't act innocent. You were there, booing the good guy, rolling your eyes at every cheesy promo, begging for something real. We didn't want Superman anymore. We wanted the Joker with abs. While everyone else was out here stabbing each other in the back, forming cults, joining evil corporations, or throwing fireballs into people's faces, Cena stayed pure. He never turned heel, never took shortcuts, never dipped a toe into the deliciously messy world of moral ambiguity. And WWE clings to that image like it's the last bag of ice in a heat wave. Look at Cena. Look how good he is. Look how right he always is. Yeah, we know. We've heard it for 2 decades. He's right, he's noble, and he never gives up. Fantastic. Can he go away now? Because here's the real kicker. That image, that perfect, untouchable moral poster boy, it's not inspiring anymore. It's annoying. It's fake. In a company that's embraced reality, where fans chant, "You deserve it," ironically, and everyone knows wrestling is scripted, this cartoonish version of Cena just doesn't work. He's not a hero. He's a corporate mascot. And let's be honest, we don't even want him to be a hero anymore. We want him to fall. We've been dying to watch him crumble. Why? Because we're sick. Because we're bored. Because we, the fans, have evolved. And he hasn't. Cena is the last man standing in a world that already burned the rule book. We watched Steve Austin flip off his boss. We watched Roman Reigns turn into a manipulative, gaslighting cult leader, and we cheered. But Cena? Cena's still out here acting like it's Saturday morning cartoons. And that's the irony. The guy who preaches about rising above hate ended up hated because he refused to do our wills. But now, as you know, our Superman now has 2 horns and a red cape. And why? Because we won. We wanted evil to represent pro wrestling, and WWE for decades refused to do that. But in the end, our will prevailed, and the cruel voice of the majority blew poor Cody's face off in the Elimination Chamber. So John Cena's victory at WrestleMania 41 was not only a victory for him, but also for our voice, which converted even the best of us to evil. And the second part of this argument is, I know what you're thinking. John Cena was the favorite to win the fight. So doesn't that make him predictable? Again, John Cena is being priced at $200, which is a considerable favorite. But doesn't this all seem a bit surreal to you? Heel John Cena beating the new face of WWE in the middle of WrestleMania. Isn't that pure chaos? And the situation gets even more bizarre when we compare it to last year's WrestleMania. Let's not pretend the WrestleMania 40 ending was some seismic cultural event. Cody won. Great. Cue the fireworks, cue the crying fans, cue the recycled pyro from Roman's 900-day reign. It was safe. It was clean. It was painfully predictable. And don't get me wrong, it was an iconic moment, but still predictable. But heel John Cena becoming the champion? Now that's an event. That's not a storybook ending. That's a Molotov cocktail thrown straight into WWE's moral compass. That's the unthinkable finally happening, because we've been trained, brainwashed even, to believe that John Cena is incapable of sin. So when that guy finally snaps, when he shows up with a twisted grin and stomps Cody's dream into the mat, that's trauma. That's theater. That's box office. We're not talking cheap heat here. We're talking genuine emotional violence. But Cena's victory isn't just good for him, it's good for Cody Rhodes too. You thought he finished the story at WrestleMania 40? Please. That was the prologue. That was the part where the hero thinks he made it, pops the champagne, and then gets punched in the soul by reality. The actual meat of the story. The pain, the doubt, the fire-forged growth that only starts when he loses again. Because here's the truth nobody wants to admit. Cody Rhodes has been way too comfortable. He's had the crowd. He's had the sympathy. He's had the family legacy. And now he has the belt. Great. But you don't become legendary by standing tall. You become legendary by getting knocked the hell down and crawling back up with blood in your teeth and something to prove. That's what John Cena does for Cody. He isn't a roadblock. He's a revelation. He's the moment Cody realizes this business doesn't give you a fairy tale. It gives you pain. It gives you scars. And those are the things that turn a babyface into a myth. Cena becomes the villain in Cody's next chapter. The monster who drags him back into the dirt and forces him to evolve. He's the mentor turned tyrant, the golden idol who burns down the temple. And that's perfect, because Cody needs this. He needs to suffer. He needs to be humbled. He needs to walk story. Then we watch Cody break and rebuild. Then we watch him lose the crowd, lose his faith, lose his smile, and claw his way back to a version of himself that's more brutal, more focused, more undeniable. That's how icons are born. Not through hugs and pyro, but through heartbreak and revenge. And years from now, when Cody does win the title again, not for his dad, not for the fans, but for himself, that's when it hits different. Because then we'll remember the night John Cena broke him, and we'll realize that's the night Cody Rhodes became real. And of course, now we're going to talk about the f***ing... It's not just a part of history, it's the f***ing history. The greatest champion of all time has to be carried by the best of all time. It's him, no one else. No one had as much impact, no one had as much charisma, and no one carried the company through so many different eras. When Cena announced his retirement, it was very clear to me that this title was already a guarantee. Leave your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share with your friends, because this helps us a lot. That's all for today, folks.
All right. Well, with that being said, John Cena, he get all the credit, but Cody Rhodes still stunned about what happened. And that's the crazy part. Like, we already know John Cena announced his retirement. We already know what he gonna do. Cody Rhodes need to figure out what he gonna do in his professional wrestling career. But I'm glad I reacted to y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Click like and subscribe. I'll come in with some more videos and more content for you guys. Until then, J-Rock out. Peace. I love you guys.